Well, I didn't expect news today as I had a regularly scheduled lineup, but now we gotta shuffle this up as we have Aromage cards to talk about. Okay, I didn't actually think that we would be making new Aromage cards, but a card came across our desk yesterday and it was a stand in Japan and it was like, hey, Aromage monsters. And then today, they're here. Aromage support, baby. So the first one here is Aromage Lariar 800 0. Oh boy, I can't wait. So you can only use the first, second, and third effects of Aromage Lariar once per turn. So if your life points are higher than our opponents, we can just abolish some of this card from our hand. Yes. This is literally everything that we've wanted for the deck in one line. We've needed a way to extend out these monsters and allow us to combo off. If you gain life points, target one plant monster on the field. That monster's treated as a tuner. Also fixing our secondary problems of us needing tuner monsters to essentially do anything with this deck. Now, my first real complaint is our new Synchro is level 6. Yeah, that's a big yikes for me. And then, if this card is sent to the graveyard, from anywhere, by the way, it doesn't say from deck, field, RFG back. If it's sent to the graveyard, you gain 500 life points. Really wish this was a level 2, or had the ability to gain a level or something. But, for a step in the right direction, for the beginning of what I expect to be many, many, many fruitful Aromage cards, this is a very good step in the right direction. Thank you for at least making the first support card very good for this deck. Now, the second one is Aromage Marjoram. Marjoram? I don't know, but the art is really cool. She looks like the mother from the new MMO RPG based anime Do You Love Your Mother and Her 2-hit combo attack. We're making comparisons now. So Aromage and Marjoram. You can only use the first and third effects of this card once per turn each. Okay. When a plant monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can swap summon this card from your hand and then gain 500 life. Why does it have to be destroyed by battle? Why can't it be a card effect when a card is removed from your field? This would have been good. I like this. We were in the right direction, and then it said battle. Alright, it's cool. It's level 5. It's not all bad. When your life points are higher than your opponent's, you take no battle damage from battles involving your planet time monsters. But you can come on in with those direct attacks and wreck my day. If you gain life, target cards in your opponent's graveyard up to the number of Aromage you control and banish them. So this is pretty cute. We now have a way to banish things from the opponent's graveyard, which is pretty good. But overall, my life point protection from major battles is fine. Yeah, we're always going to be playing 3 Lone Fire Blossom in this deck. You don't have a choice. Like, you have to do this. Because she's level 5, you have to stick her on the field. You literally have to go Lone Fire Blossom and open up Lariar to basically do anything. And then you got to gain a little bit of life points in between there. So we're already looking at 2 to 3 card combos, and Daddy ain't liking those 2 to 3 card combos. Now, this fixes everything that we've had problems with. I was talking to Bar before making this video, and Bar brought up a really good point. We needed a card that could search any of the beautiful winds. We needed a way to kind of tie that together. Well, they did it. Our level 6, 2200, 2000 has the ability to do that. It's 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. So at least they made this generic in the aspect of you're kind of able to tutor through anything. So, if this card is synchro summoned, unfortunately, if you're reviving this, I got bad news for you. It's not going to work. On synchro summon, we get to add a human winds, dried winds, or blessed winds from our deck to our hand. Hey, remember dried winds being bought on a turning ago? Yeah, it's unfortunate. But we now have tutor ability for this, and also it's interesting that they made this a once per turn clause. They don't want you resolving to search for multiples of these. And then while your life points are higher than our opponents, your opponent cannot target plant monsters you control with card effects. Dang. They wanted us to be able to essentially protect ourselves. I like this, alright? Enjoy your not being able to get over my stuff. And then if we gain life points, we can target one card our opponent controls and destroy it. If we gain life points on our opponent's turn, we have an interruption to their field, which means that we're able to disrupt and kind of out anything. But my first complaint is she's level 6 and not level 5, which means they want her to interact with the new level 5 and the new level 1, which is how you're supposed to make her, which kind of makes her a little bit harder to get access to. And hopefully we'll get a little bit more missing pieces to make this synchro more accessible to the player base, because it really does do a lot for this deck. I'm almost shocked that they made it this good, you know what I mean? And then next up, we have Aroma Gardening, and I love this art. This is so wholesome. Like, congratulations. You really made me feel feels here. Like, I'm so happy to see all the lasses doing their job. So, Aroma Gardening. So we can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn each. If you normal or special summon Aroma monster, we get to gain 1,000 life points. But that's only once per turn. So keep in mind, typically if you're going first, this will allow you to trigger your effects, which, once again, something that we need to be able to do to be able to play the game with this deck. And then when your opponent's monster declares an attack, if your life points are lower than your opponent's, we get to special summon an Aroma monster from our deck. So I'm actually very happy that they gave us a good negative penalty, because originally when you look at this deck, you'd be like, well, what do I do? Like, my life points have hit the gutter, the gubba, and you're just like, oh, what do I do? Well, while being behind, they do allow you the advantage of being able to special summon something. Hey, you want to bring out this level 1? Go ahead. Put it in defense mode. It dies. Go ahead and special summon, or go ahead and gain 500 life. Literally, good. That's what we want in life, right? Just monsters that we can stick on the board at any time. So yes, they did fix another problem that the deck had. They gave us essentially floatability, which kind of capitalizes on some of the already big issues that the deck has had, but we're trying to patch this together little by little. So yes, spell card gets an absolute pass from me, just on being acceptably good in both rights. And I mean, we always take free life points, right? And then last but not least, Blessed Winds. Ooh, our new support card. So you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can activate one of these effects. So we can send one plant monster from our hand or face up from the field to the graveyard to gain 500 life. Did you dead draw that glow bulb? Did you need to revive it from the graveyard? Cool. Dump it in there, get your extender, gain 500 life. We can target one plant monster in our graveyard and shuffle it into the deck, and then gain 500 life. I'm not a super big fan of this effect either. They really want me to feed off of these plant monsters and put them in my graveyard. It's almost like that was part of their plan. And then the third effect, we can pay 1,000 life points to special summon one Aroma monster from our graveyard. It doesn't say plant, it says Aroma. But they really tried on this trap, and for that, I'll give them some credit. So, final thoughts on this. Marjam, our aromatherapy synchro, fixes a lot of the modern day issues that we've been facing with this archetype. I think they did it very well. I am quite excited to see where the future of this archetype is going. I hope that we get more than these 5 cards, honestly, because Aromage definitely deserves a little bit more. And Mr. Lariar up here, or Miss Lariar, excuse me, actually brings this archetype together quite... These cards, they help. It's not going to be tier 1, it's not going to be tier 2, but you're looking at a decent tier 3 deck at this point. And, you know, I'm not here to stomp on any fun or anything, but, you know, hey, we're not tier 4 anymore. That's all that really matters, right? Guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these new cards. Well, guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.